This podcast is brought to you by HelloFresh.
HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit for a reason, and now's the best time to find out why.
Go to HelloFresh.com/unfiltered12 and use code Unfiltered12 for 12 free meals, including free shipping.
Thank you, HelloFresh.
Here, Angelina Jolie just sold a painting for like $11 million that Winston Churchill painted.
That's pretty dope, actually, though.
Brad Pitt bought it for her when they were like married. Or
Wait,
whatever.
Winston Churchill, like the people that make the textbooks?
Or Winston Churchill wasn't. He was the Prime Minister of England.
Oh.
But he was like not really. I guess
he wasn't good. It was just.
Yeah, right. I was gonna. It's finger paint. He just kind of like drew it.
You could do anything right now and call it art. It's crazy. Remember the whole thing with the banana? Someone put a thing taped a banana to a wall, and they were like, "This is art," and someone like ripped it off.
Yeah.
And like the guy sued. I was like, you can't sue somebody for ripping a banana with tape on it off a wall. Are you fucking?
But
kidding?
now that's art. There's a story behind
Yeah,
it. So
that makes
somebody
sense.
out there
now
has
that's
like
what
the
I call
duct
art
tape.
26.
Right. I love art, but some of it I really don't get.
In what way?
I don't think you're supposed to get it. It's like
It's in the
It's
eye
whatever-
of the beholder. I get that,
But it's
some
also
things-
whatever you feel looking at it. Like,
Yeah.
I just wish the piece that you're looking at looks amazing. You know what I mean? Like, you know how they in museums, it's like
Yeah.
there's like a frame and it has nothing in it, and you're just like, this is a frame with nothing in it, and they're like, no, look at it.
What do you think?
Really look at
at
it.
it
What do
again.
you feel?
Look
when
at
you
it.
see
What's
it?
the emotion you feel
Right.
while you're
A
looking at
good
it?
I feel nothing.
painting is like something that you can look at and kind of discover something new every time.
I guess like I like realism stuff because it's
Yeah.
to me I see that as like, wow, that's an artist.
Like I liked the painting you made, Matt, with your watercolor set.
Oh, thank you.
That
You
one
should
was
have brought it
cool.
on. I wanted to see it.
No, I should have.
Somebody said this already. It looks like what Pam made in that episode in The Office when she painted the building. It kind of looked
I
like
didn't
that.
know if to take that as a compliment or a diss.
In the show, was it supposed to be like a good picture or not?
Yes.
It
It was in
is?
her art show, and Michael wanted to buy it off of her because it was so nice.
But I remember seeing a TikTok where people were like,
People
guys,
like
her
snicker
gallery
in the
was
corner.
shit.
Pam sucks. Like she didn't like Jim supported her going to art school and stuff, but she didn't support Jim going to another branch
Yeah,
to work.
she wasn't really good.
And she didn't even really become like an artist, right?
no.
Well, she is never getting on this podcast at this rate.
Oh boy, Jenna Fisher, we are so sorry.
she takes it really personally.
Hey, we don't judge the actor; we just judge the character.
Exactly.
Right, exactly.
I liked Pam. I thought she was funny.
I think it's really beautiful though how little kids draw though, like and how
I
we
do
as
like-
adults.
yes.
Yeah, me too.
It's hard to replicate how a kid draws, but the way a kid draws is so unique.
Yeah, I love the way kids
Like-
draw. Like if kids have like broken families at home and you're in school and you're drawing, like draw your family, and they put like what
Double
they
horns on the
see.
mom.
Zane was just there as a kid, like a black hole.
you could tell what it's like at home for this kid
Yeah.
because adults, you don't like, we're not drawing how our lives are at.
Like
back
they'll
in.
draw their house and the whole family's inside and then the dad's outside, and they're like, "Why is daddy outside?" And they'll be like, "Oh, he's just never
because he's always
Yeah.
cheating. He's always without their
Like they don't want anything.
Wait, before we rip kids apart for their artwork, let's intro this podcast real quick.
All right, y'all. It's coffee time, baby. Yeah.
Who made the beat
Of what?
to Unfiltered?
Bruce.
Get out of here!
Yeah.
And that's him going Unfiltered.
Yeah, and like you hear like the coffee, like it pouring the coffee into the cup.
Did
like,
he
hear
actually
it.
pour the coffee, or did he download like a coffee pouring
good
sound
question.
effect? Is
I think you could easily just find that.
you know, like Foley artists, like the people who like have to watch something and like
the
crunch.
movie sound effect people, it's crazy.
Oh, it's really fun to watch.
It's great. I've seen so many videos online of like them like
So
like I
cool.
saw-
Like it's supposed to be like stepping on leaves, but they're like crumpling up like a newspaper.
That,
or something.
that must be
Yeah.
the
It's like-
coolest job to figure out how to make a sound.
Yeah.
Because it's things that don't make sense. Like it's like a tree is like a broom.
or like
pretty
vomit.
sick.
Vomit is like oatmeal. Like
Yes.
they just like
pretty
so
sick.
interesting.
You see, I would get actual puke because that's my brain.
they're like
He's just like one of those
brain.
like realism like sound effects guys.
Okay, well, welcome back to Zane and Heath Unfiltered. We are Zane and Heath.
Oh, okay.
I thought
a
I'd
little
take
different.
It.
Yeah.
I thought I'd take it, And our lovely co-hosts Matt and Mariah.
happy to be here.
Hey y'all, how
Mariah,
you doing?
You look so good today.
Thank you. Is that because we just had a conversation that I said nobody ever tells me I look good?
Hey, I listen.
You make me look like the shittiest boyfriend.
Yeah, you do. do tell me
We're
I
all
look
just
good all
very
the time.
insecure of ourselves, you know.
Yeah,
but it's
we had a little
it's in
heart
good
to heart.
fun.
Put some damn shoes on.
Guys, we're in Heath's house. We're in your room.
We are working.
Yeah, I always find it so funny that I put shoes on before walking into another room in the house, but I feel like I'm going to work.
Yes,
Yeah.
like the shoes
okay.
make me feel secure. Like I got purpose.
I'm
Yeah.
grounded.
Zane's trying to get like a static shot
Well, no.
going.
To me, it's like I want to be as comfortable as possible because I want to feel like this is just a normal conversation. I'm not like
Yeah.
going to work. You know
Keep
what I
it
mean?
casual for
another
the
day.
listeners.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because they're not like in suit and ties when they're listening to this. They're on their way to work in a suit and tie. Okay.
This may sound out there. I don't know. It just came across my head. Is it just me, or was static shock something you experienced way more as a kid and as you got
Yes.
older? Like I haven't been shocked.
I get shocked every single day.
How?
First of all, getting out of my truck, every time I close the door behind me, I get shocked.
Starbucks lids.
Starbucks lids, your first sip of coffee, always get shocked in your mouth.
But I think you are right because kids, like, I catch myself being cautious, like, oh, that's gonna shock me. I don't know why.
That's true.
Like when you're a kid, like you'll be rolling
Right.
around on the trampoline,
Yeah.
sliding
We're
around on the trampoline,
experienced.
your
Yeah.
hair sticks up. If I'm on a trampoline, I'm on my feet, and I'm like, because I don't want to get shocked getting off. Like I know that.
Like I got
That's
like the
gonna
treadmill
happen.
shocked me yesterday.
It sucks.
That was like the last time I got
Oh,
shocked.
Damn, I haven't been shocked in like a year.
Oh, I get shocked all the
Is
time.
it because of your watch? Like,
No,
just-
it's
or
always
just
I
realize
get
that?
out with my right hand. I think it's because I scoot on my seat to get out. So it's that quick little friction as soon as I get out, and then I touch it to grab it. Zaps me every time.
I miss going down like a plastic slide
Oh,
when you were a kid and you
yes.
just have all that static.
Yeah.
And we had like a wood chip playground and you would get all this static, and if you just hovered your feet above the wood
Oh,
chips,
they would like
hover.
rise. Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Yes.
Baby, kids discover magic.
Levitation. No, I've never had that one.
In science class, did they touch like the
Oh, the little sign. Yeah,
the ball?
big,
What is it called?
The static ball and
And
the
you would
girl's
hold
hair.
hands.
With like,
Is that the electricity ball where it was like the purple and like
yes.
Where they would hold hands and it would shock through your arms.
Yeah.
pink? What was the we all I feel like I hope everybody heard this, but if you had
I hope
something
no
with
one
like
heard
a
that.
quarter, if you put a quarter on top of it and then you put your hand on it, you would like get electrocuted. Not just like there was something about like
Dry ice?
no, the static like zzz ball where the lightning is going all through it.
Like we see
Something
at
everybody
Spencer's.
would always talk about if you put like a coin on top of it and then like touched that, you would like get fully
I
electrocuted
could
and
feel
like
it already shocking me. Just
Oh,
putting
I
a
hated it.
quarter
and all
on
of
there.
us were so scared to actually try it, but we all just like took it as a fact. You guys didn't have that? No.
just kidding.
Devin, order one of those.
We'll put one right in the middle. We'll all do it.
It's like a seance. We're all just like
Is Spencer still have all that shit?
Spencer's
Yes.
gifts?
Yeah, Spencer's gifts.
Yes.
Yes, but you can also get it on Amazon.
No, I know that, but like that reminded me of Spencer's because
Oh,
you
yes.
found like literally anything at Spencer's.
There's like a neon light section.
Yeah.
That has all those things that glow. Even the ones with the like transparent strings, the plastic strings with the lights at the tip. You know
Oh,
what I'm talking
yeah.
about?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I used to love.
I
playing
fucked with the
those.
lava lamps.
oh
I
my
always
god,
have a
wait, what
lava
was
lamp.
that? They were like
It looked like hair.
it was like fibers.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. It was like fiber optic, like little
Yeah.
strands of plastic,
Yes.
and the light would
I
go
never
through
understood
it.
that. I'd look at that and be like, how the fuck did they do that?
the light at the end.
Yeah.
I got really disappointed when I found out that that's what does the ceiling stars in cars, like the Rolls Royce.
the tip of those.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Oh,
that's,
shit.
That's
They-
all,
those are all fiber optic.
Well, now I'm in a
like
bad
little
mood.
like cables that all go and then just like plant them in and then they cut the tip of it off
That's
and then like it
stupid.
sticks there and then the light just goes to it.
So it's expensive to make that.
So I can do that in my
People
car.
do it all the time on TikTok. They'll like make a custom one.
I think they look tacky.
The starlights.
You've never
Yes.
seen like inside a Rolls Royce, like what it looks like. It
Yes.
looks fucking sick. I think
I
it
You
think
looks
do?
so.
sick.
I,
yeah.
Well, like I don't.
You don't like it?
No, it's just a car. You don't need to make it look like
You
you're
know
in the
what?
back of
We're-
Spencer's gifts.
We're
Like,
fucking just trailer trash pieces of shit.
Yeah.
That stuff excites us.
Anything is fancy.
I'm
to
gonna
us,
get
like,
me a
oh,
car
yeah.
one day that has stars in it.
I want my lights shining on the floor, and when you open the car on
Give
the
me
door,
the ambient
I,
lighting.
I want to say Lamborghini on
Right
the door.
there.
I want everybody to see on the floor that it's a Lamborghini. But Matt, you got a new car today.
I
excited.
did. Oh
Yeah.
my! Thank you.
You've been
Thank
So
talking
you.
about
nice.
that for a long time
A
now.
while. It has been like a year since I've wanted this car,
Uh-huh.
but because of like Corona, they kept delaying it. And I just wasn't sure if it was the right timing, and I hate the idea of buying a car.
Who's the
Excuse me?
Delaying.
Oh, who
was
Not
the landlord?
Delaney.
No, I'm saying I thought that you're saying the dealership was delaying the car. I'm like, how the fuck are they delaying the car?
Well, there was like a long delaying time for the cars to finally come out.
Got it,
in
okay.
2020,
Wow.
and I didn't
The
want.
color is so you.
Oh, thank you.
Is it,
I
what color
love
is it?
it.
Pink.
Tasman blue.
Oh, it's blue.
Yes.
Oh,
Really
well,
nice.
we knew that because our lights are blue today. So we're just celebrating.
For the longest time, though, I was very conflicted about getting this car or getting a Tesla. But the thing is, like, Teslas, like, I cannot fit in them. I'm 6'3". It's really hard for me to sit comfortably. And I unless it was the Model X, but I don't want to have the same car as Jason and David.
I can't see you in a Tesla.
We'll say what the car is.
No way.
It is the Land Rover Defender.
Cool.
You.
The
It's
Defender.
really nice,
I
guys.
love that
Yeah.
It's really
car.
nice.
And it's been my dream car. I love the one from like 1997, and they stopped making it until this year.
Yeah.
And I just felt like it was a sign.
Yeah, I love the old school ones. They look so fucking sick.
They're
but you
like-
I
can't.
know.
The
You've been
Defender
talking about it for so
110s
long.
Yeah.
and the 90s. Oh my god.
So
they're
nice.
sick.
It looks like a jungle car. Like
So cool.
What's crazy is like in the United States, there's such like this like sought after car. It's really bizarre because they honestly they suck, but it's become such a an icon that they can charge literally $100,000 for it, and people will pay it just to be like, yeah, I could get a new Jeep, I can get all these new cars that will do so much more, but yeah, I could blow $100,000 on an old Defender.
They're
So-
And if you go to like other countries, they're like literally they're the work cars, like pieces of shit that they like.
They're like the worker man's car, and like
And then
a
they
lot of,
transport them over here, and then they jack up the price.
That's crazy. You know how like cars lose their value as soon as like you buy it or it comes off the
Yeah.
lot? Are those like cars that just constantly keep their value? Like how does that work?
Well,
Well,
this
it-
is like
yeah.
a new edition of them like making a comeback, and I'm buying it like in its
Yeah.
revival year. So
Got it.
who knows? Obviously, yeah, when you buy a new car, like I've instantly lost value in it. But
Yeah.
I'm now 28 years old. I should treat myself to
But
buying
you
a
gain
new car.
value here.
Truly,
right.
they told me fucking when I got that car, they told me that it keeps its value. That shit went down like a lot of money in value as soon as I took that off the lot. No car keeps its value, I feel like.
Yeah, it's
It's a myth.
Cars are a weird world. Unless you're buying some crazy exotic thing and you don't drive it at all and just let it sit and hold on to it, then it'll go up.
Yeah.
But
I know. I just hate the idea of how we like sell cars. That there has to be this middleman who has to profit off of it, and every car is like priced differently. I wish
Yeah.
it was like no haggle. It was like just buying a TV.
It's like having a
just
manager
give
or
it to me.
agent. It's
Yes.
like, let me just talk straight to
Oh,
the fucking
yeah.
people. Or,
And there's all these numbers they're breaking down, and then you see these TikToks are like 5 mistakes when buying a new car. Answer these. They must answer these questions.
Heath is so good at that though. Like
it
it's
is my favorite thing in the world. Buying a car or like buying a car for somebody else.
Yeah.
Like just the whole
But you know
atmosphere,
when someone's trying to take advantage of you too.
yeah, it's
And
just
it's fun
so
to like
fun.
call them out.
Do car salesmen act like? Do you think it's actually helps the company a ton? Like if someone's going in and buying a car, I feel like whether there's a salesman or not, they're gonna buy the car if they really want it. You know what I mean?
No,
Or
because I remember when you went to go see the G-Wagon. This is years ago when he bought
Oh,
his G-Wagon.
yes.
We went there on a random. We were just talking about it. We were like, "Yo, G-Wagons are kind of cool," and he's like, "They are kind of cool." I was like, "Let's just go see one. Let's just we."
But
This was way back, and he was like, "Yeah, let's just go see it." We show up, and the salesman we got to talking to. He goes, "So what are you looking for today?" Zane was like, "I'm not buying a car today. I'm just looking. I have no idea what these are, but I just want to see it." He goes, "You're not buying a car today?" That's what the guy before you just said. And I just sold him a car. Zane was like, "Not going to happen." Literally fast forward like an hour. Zane's
Sign it
Give me the
away.
car.
But he like, let's be completely honest here. He's not the one that sold me the car. You're the one that sold me the car. If you said don't get the car, I wouldn't have gotten the car.
But didn't y'all do a little do-si-do
Dude,
on
we
it
got
and
the-
actually get a total steal?
It was crazy what he did to this guy. Like, because normally car salesmen, they kind of manipulate you. Like
Yes.
they try to change numbers to make you think you're getting a good deal. And he went
So-
He
and
flipped it upside
Yeah.
flipped
down.
that shit.
So I like got him a really good price on it, and we were just like back and forth negotiating. And like usually if you call him out, he'd be like, "Well, I can talk to the owner and see what they say, but it's not gonna happen. I think you should just take it right now." You just be like, "No, yeah, go ask, go see." And then you sit there and wait, and they try to like draw you out and like see if you could like
Yeah.
fold. We just kept going back and forth, and I ended up getting this really good price. And the way it was working was because he was trading his car in, and they were trying to negotiate the price of his car against
What did
the
you have
new
the
car.
Jeep?
Yeah, but I
So-
was looking. I think they thought I was getting another car, right?
Yeah, there was like this kind of mix up. They thought it was for another car on the lot that was a brand new one. His was like 2,000 miles when he got it. So I kept telling the guy, I was like, Zane, if they give you $5,000 more for the price of your Jeep, because he had a really nice Jeep,
Really
then
nice. It was in good
technically it
condition.
takes another $5,000 off the price of the car. So they can just like jack up your price of your trade-in, and then it also equates to them taking 5,000 off. So like they'll eat the 5,000 cost of their car and make it look like you're getting 5,000 more for yours.
Right.
So I was like, no, the Jeep is worth more than this. You got to give them more for it. And I kept saying like, they're going to take 5,000 off the price and give you 5,000 more for your Jeep.
See, this is
So-
when my brain starts going like, blamp, blamp,
No,
blamp.
so
Like, I
in
feel
his
like
head-
an old lady just signing my home away to somebody I didn't. I'm like, well, whatever y'all think is best.
It was fascinating watching Heath, because I was watching the whole thing and I was just like, oh my
So
God.
I was trying to get him another 5,000 for his Jeep.
Yeah.
And I kept saying 5,000 off the car. He's going to give you 5,000 more for the Jeep. And that's just how it's going to like look like it's balancing out. Like they're going to take it off of their cost.
Yeah.
And he went in and ran the numbers. He took 5,000 off and then gave him another 5,000 on his Jeep.
Oh, he got confused.
So
oh,
it was a
no.
$10,000 price cut right there, as opposed to just being a
Oh,
$5,000.
wow.
So I looked at it and I was like, oh shit, he fucked up. So I was like, so you're taking 5 off here and giving us 5? And he had written up the whole document for it. And he looked at it and he was just like, I looked at Dane and I was like, sign the paper right now. Because he had already printed it.
At what point did
And he couldn't take it back. And he was like, you got me. I fucked up. He was like, just shake my hand right now.
Damn.
Like the defeat in his face. He was like, he realized what he did. And I was like,
Oh, I feel bad.
or he's
Got
really,
him.
or
Got
he's
him.
really
and
smart.
he really sold that car to the guy before you, so who knows? He probably had to go check back in his other papers. Like, why have I been selling so many cars
Right.
today?
or he's really smart, and because we were there for literally all fucking day and it was about to close.
Yeah.
He was just like, I'm just gonna look like I just fucked up and gave him a good deal.
Drag
He
him
could be
out.
really smart because he seemed like a smart guy. He like looks like he sells a lot of cars. So who knows?
normally it is a huge, long, drawn out thing. But when I just got my new Porsche, I went to the dealership. They gave me the key, showed me around it, and I went to do the whole paperwork thing. I literally walked in. The lady sat me down. She was like, sign here, sign here, sign here. This is for, you know how they never buy extended warranty. They always try to sell you on the extended warranty.
Yeah.
That's how they make their money.
Wait, you're not supposed to
Don't
buy the
ever
extended.
fucking
I'm
buy it.
kidding.
I
Did you?
No,
I always
I was trying to
do.
make a joke where I'm like, you shouldn't.
Because I never get. I'm never in this after I
But they-
sign it.
they-
I'm never
no.
in a situation where I actually
They,
use the
they try
warranty.
to force you.
Yeah.
They try to force you and make it seem like it's something you need to have.
Yeah.
Don't ever fucking do it. I walked in. She's like, this is the extended warranty. Just go ahead and say that you don't want it. Let's go, go, go. And I was like, you're not going to force me to fucking buy this shit? And she was like, absolutely not. You're going to waste my time and I'm going to waste yours. Let's go. I literally signed papers
Hot.
for 5 minutes, got out the door and was done.
That's crazy.
It was the fastest transaction I've ever done.
Whoa. I was there for like 4 hours.
We were at that dealership for like 11 hours. It was fucking insane. And this guy was just tired of us.
I'm gonna give
them
them a shout out just because I love them. Champion Porsche, like they were fucking incredible. So if you guys ever want a Champion Porsche, go for it. They were delightful.
My uncle has one. He loves it. It's like it's his go-to car. That's like the only car he trusts.
So when you have a Porsche, you call it a Porsche,
You call it a Porsche
regardless.
when it's named Porsche.
Is that the actual term?
That's
Is that
how you. I've always said Porsche.
Everybody says
It's
Porsche.
just easier, but yeah,
You're
Porsche.
trying to be fancy. Target, you know, we get it. We see
You know?
it.
He just doesn't want to hear it from other people.
Yeah, because I know the car enthusiasts are gonna come after me. It's a Porsche.
Yeah.
you
Like,
drive one and you don't even know how to pronounce
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's super
Yeah.
expensive. I mean, all you
Get
got to
over
do
it.
is just sell some Pokemon cards and you'll be able to buy a Porsche.
yes, sir.
Life hack.
I don't understand how Pokemon cards are not only a thing, but how are they worth so much money? It just doesn't make sense to me. What about Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Why aren't
Those
they?
are coming up. Those are coming up.
Because Pokemon came
Buy
first.
them now. They're going crazy right now.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Are you serious?
Sucked. Yu-Gi-Oh!
What about Digimon?
Bro, get the fuck get out.
Digimon digital monsters.
I used to
No.
play Yu-Gi-Oh with
yeah.
my
No,
little
no,
brother, and it was so
no.
like the cards were so sick, and I just love playing that game. I never played Pokemon.
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Remember like the card loader thing? Like,
Oh,
like the toy
yes!
where you could like load up the cards. And,
Oh my god, was that for Yu-Gi-Oh?
yeah.
Oh my god, they had a show, right? It was a show too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Thing is with Pokemon, no one's ever playing the damn card game though.
It's a collectible.
You know, Yu-Gi-Oh! You had to have the cards to really play the game. There was a Pokemon, you could play out the game, but no one's playing the game.
Never knew how to play.
Everyone's just collecting the cards.
Yeah.
Which is kind
So
of
people are just
silly.
buying, selling cards. The person has it, and then they sell it for more money. Like, where does it end?
Yes.
Like, it just keeps
pretty
going
pissed
around.
that. So I texted my mom a couple days ago. Lost my Pokemon cards.
Oh, I had all my holographics in this tiny
Dude.
little thing, and I tore up my parents' house. Couldn't find it.
When I couldn't find mine either. I'm so mad because I know I have some.
I think I took mine
I got
to
some
college.
heat.
My
that
brother,
was-
my
that
brother
was
used to
worth
have
money.
a binder full of Pokemon
Yeah.
We
cards.
all had a binder full of
I did it.
Yeah,
my
I used
brother
to
did.
The
keep-
big, thick blue. It's like 5 inches tall.
We used to
blue
keep
with
baseball
Pokemon.
cards in the binder.
Oh yeah.
Yo, it's crazy how much Pokemon cards are going for now.
No, really, if they're first edition, you're in a really good market. If it's like a 4th or 5th print, I hear it's not that much.
I've never really understood it.
It's all
like
about the
paying
hype.
that much money, like for a fucking Pokemon card.
Like right now, Logan.
I
Like,
know it's an investment, but Jesus,
Logan Paul bought all those Pokemon cards, and he's
he
like
literally-
sold them, right?
He controlled the fucking market.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's pretty remarkable what he did.
I mean, that's a huge risk of him buying all those cards.
Well,
That's
yeah, he
fucking
was selling
nuts.
like the unopened boxes that people could then open up. and-
Wow.
Yeah.
But what's even
Fuck
crazier to me,
stocks. Get me on
Right?
the pokey, baby.
Good for him.
like I really don't understand people buying that stuff. But even more than that is the whole NFT movement right now.
NFT.
I saw
What
that
does
today.
NFT stand for?
Not fucking true. Not fucking true. I don't know. I saw it on my Twitter feed, but I didn't even bother. Like I saw somebody talking about like Vine and NFT, and I was just like, "What is?" I was
It's
like, fuck.
it's a non-fungible token.
Correct.
And it's basically backed by crypto. It's like a crypto form of like a collectible card type thing.
Like digital art.
Right, yeah.
Digital art.
Yes.
So it is so interesting to me because have you seen what the NBA is doing right now?
What they're making NFTs.
They have NFTs and the NBA actually like backed it and has their own things that like they're selling through it. And they're selling highlight moments. So you can get an NFT of Steph Curry making a 3-pointer. And it's like a little like video of him like going up, shooting it, and then you own that little snippet video of him making it.
Isn't that like a brand or like a show like buying the rights to one of our videos that they want to use? Isn't that like the same thing?
Similar to that, yeah. Like you own
Right,
the
but
rights
you-
to this one like moving piece of time.
Anybody can have the video, but you own like the NFT version of it. I literally don't get it at all. It seems so stupid to me, but I feel like it's the future. And
Grimes sold $8 million worth of NFTs like
What?
this past week
Of what?
Of artwork that she made.
Digital art.
Yes.
so you
Oh
don't
my
get
God.
like I get buying
But the
art.
thing is, Grimes, people wanted to buy it because Grimes is dating Elon Musk and it's a new
Yeah.
cryptocurrency. And so it's just, I
Well,
don't
we just
know.
got to make stick figures of David Dobrik and we'll be
But
able
like
to sell
I
off his
get
name.
buying like to me you buy a Pokemon card, cool, look, I have this Pokemon card, or I have this painting. You come into my house, you see my art, you see whatever. But like you got any NFT? You're like, oh yeah, here, let me take my phone. Look at I got this in my my little crypto bank. You can see right here I have this clip of Steph Curry.
And how much are these clips going for?
Like $36,000.
What about our Komodo Dragon Vine? What can we sell that one for?
Anybody want to buy it? Please.
We should make some NFTs.
Have you seen
But like,
the
if we sold NFTs, I'd want it to be just like super cheap, though.
I don't get it.
That makes no sense.
I'll be honest. But have you seen I think it's called Crypto Kitties?
Crypto kitties?
That
it's-
sounds like a fan page.
It's
like
an
girls.
NFT.
A MySpace.
Basically, you buy
Crypto
this
kitty.
this cat, right? It's a cartoon kitten, and it has its own like look. Whether it has like kind of floppy or pointier
Scottish
ears,
fold?
or like here's a picture of one. So you can buy one of
they
you
look-
literally buy just the picture of it or whatever, and they're thousands of dollars. And you can take that, and if you buy another one, you can like breed them together and pass down their gene code to make another crypto kitty.
Oh my-
And
that-
it's
that is
literally
just-
like
that-
online cat breeding with fucking. I don't.
Have you
get
heard of a
it.
Tamagotchi?
Yeah. Have you heard of Neopets?
Neopet.
Have you heard of?
They look like
nerds?
Neopets. I was expecting like something much cooler than that.
I just wish someone was here that like understood this world. I could just be like, guys, well, this is
Somebody
the reason
like
why.
okay, that's a crypto kitty right there. Look at this.
Can I put my opinion, my 2 cents in?
Please.
Sure.
Because that's all the money I got. when it comes to stuff like this, I think I don't know why I'm so uninterested.
I know.
Like,
well, I mean,
I'm
none of us. I don't think it really interests any of us. We're just like, why?
No, I know. I'm like, not just the cat, like the whole like Bitcoin and stocks and gambling. Like, I have no interest in making, I know it's so cool and it's so like exciting, but I have no interest in like trying to make money from my job.
Because you don't
Does that make
understand
sense?
it. If you understood it, you would be more like, you'd be more like, he understands stocks. So
I have
that's
nothing
why he's
against
like,
it. I think it's really cool, and I'm so happy he's good at stocks because I'm not.
Yeah.
And I know like everyone's in on it. And I'm like, okay, that's his thing. Like that's sick. I wish I was interested, but if it's not something that I'm working for, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get how we could just have that money.
I
And
don't understand.
honestly, that's why a lot of people are stuck just working their job. And like, it is kind of sad.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, earned income.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people are
that
stuck,
good.
like-
Earned income. Yes.
But then, like, you could have passive income. Like, you could make money, great, and then use that money, now go buy a house, and then rent it out to somebody, and they're constantly paying you every month.
Yeah.
There's just a risk with crypto kitties.
Yeah. I wish
Right.
I was good
Crypto
at
kitties.
gambling.
And the thing is, though, I think that there's this new mentality because Bitcoin, when it was starting off, everybody kind of viewed it as crypto kitties. You're like, well, what is it? Whatever.
You're
And
not
then
buying
now
anything.
it's like has established itself as this world currency where this new stuff like NFTs and crypto kitties are coming around. People are like, what do I need to catch on this now? Because I
Yeah.
want to pay off big time like
Right.
Bitcoin.
Like, I don't
so
understand it.
There's this frantic
Urgency.
monkey
Yeah.
banana thing where people are like, do I need to be doing something right now? Because I don't want to miss out like I did Bitcoin.
Yeah, I feel like everybody in the world that's like, we just have like FOMO. Like, we don't understand it, but we feel like we're missing out on something. I want to be on the same page as everybody. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, doesn't interest you. Doesn't really interest me, but I feel like I'm missing out. You don't like
Right.
care. You're just like, fuck it. Like,
All I
Yeah.
can
this
say
doesn't
though
make
for
sense.
listeners, if you're young and if you got student loans, don't be risking your money on stuff like crypto kitties. Focus on
kitties.
paying off any debts you have, building good credit, and finding smart ways to invest.
Us
That's
in,
all
us in a
I'm
month.
afraid.
Oh my god, did you see my crypto kitty? I
Oh
just
my
bought
god,
it. Oh my
we
god.
should breed our
Should we
cats
breed-
together. We could.
Wait, let's get a cat named her Crypto. That'd be cute.
Who is the creator of crypto kitties? Is he
Right.
just this man in this like mystical robe who's this billionaire who's like crypto kitties?
Oh, 100%. He's probably
But,
on
like-
acid when he came up with the fucking idea.
But who knows what the digital landscape is going to be
That's true.
in 20 years. What if we're be able to shoot out holograms and these NFTs can just like live within our hand?
Have you heard of Earth 2?
Earth 2.
Earth to Heath.
Oh, no. I'm gonna do that.
It is the most bizarre thing. But basically, I think they're starting it to do like a virtual reality thing. And basically, it's Earth, but a duplicate version. And you can buy real estate and land in this virtual world. And like you pay money and you
Real
own
money?
land. Yeah, real money.
Oh,
you
hell no.
own land in this virtual reality
That's
world.
stressful.
No.
And
No.
it is so interesting because like I think this could actually work. Like imagine now they base this with a virtual reality game or something, and like you're a real estate agent in VR
So you could make money
or something
too?
like and yeah, you can make money. Like Ryan,
Oh, it's like
he
another.
bought Saddle Ranch. He bought all that land like on Sunset right there, my buddy.
Whoa.
And
On Earth 2.
yeah,
Right now.
he bought it like a couple months ago.
Can you go there in
it
VR
exists?
right now?
Maybe you can like see like all the land and stuff, and you could like see like who like owns it or it.
Why can't we just stay in
That
one
one
lane?
doesn't make sense to
Oh,
me
no.
because to me that's like playing Sims. It's like there's no satisfaction because it's not real.
But that's why I asked him if you can make money too. Like if I buy a house on Earth 2, can I sell that house to somebody
Yeah.
and literally
He's-
actually make the money?
He's
It's in my
up
bank account.
thousands and thousands
That
of
is
dollars.
scary. That's
It's
too much.
it's similar to that guy who created that website where he sold pixels. Like whatever like the
Yes.
max amount of pixels are on like your home screen, he would sell pixels. And then it became this pixel bidding war where
Yeah.
people would try to buy blocks of it and use it as advertising for their own thing. So it became this huge
This is
page
too
filled with a
much.
bunch of advertisement. It was big like
No.
in like 2000, I think maybe 7. I could be wrong, but the kid made like over $1 million from his
I
college
think it's
dorm
people
room.
getting excited about things that are not real because there's nothing left in this world anymore. Nothing is exciting anymore. So people are just like, "Ooh, well, there's a new world. Let me try to see if I get like buy some land in this new world." But like, it doesn't make sense to me because there's no satisfaction. You can't touch it. If I buy land in this Earth 2 place, I can't like feel it. I can't touch it. I can't be in it.
Yeah, and I don't
No,
care
but
enough about it.
It makes
I
no
don't
sense
know. I have no,
to
like,
me. It's like
attachment to
Sims.
it.
It's so interesting.
I gotta
though.
see it for myself. I'm gonna put on my Quest 2 and
Yeah.
check out, prospect out some real estate. Be the new Lewis and Clark.
I've always thought about that though, like with virtual reality, like if you can like work a second job in this like headset,
But who
like,
would-
and you
who
go
would you
do
be
things for
working
other.
for?
Heath and I would be baristas at Cremota Coffee.
I
Because we
don't
wouldn't be able to
know.
afford it here. So, but in virtual land,
Like
we'll be
like
able to
what
afford it.
if? Okay, so hypothetically, you're in a VR Earth 2, right? And say you own whatever, say you own Saddle Ranch or whatever restaurant, and like in this virtual reality world, you have to eat to like survive. Like you have your character or your avatar.
Like a Tamagotchi.
Yeah, it's,
Right.
it's a game.
Right. But if you don't have a car in this thing, you have to like walk to a place. And the only thing within your range is whatever restaurant.
You can't eat in a virtual game. you
or
cannot
your,
survive.
Or your character dies.
No, it will be like Ready Player One. Like your tokens will be
Or
based
something.
on another form of activity. I don't think it's going to be like you have to eat.
You never know.
I
In
don't
Ready
know.
Player
May-
One, though, these people that were in virtual reality, they felt everything. They were able to like taste food. They were able to like actually be there.
I don't think you could
know
taste.
that will
you
never.
could feel.
He's excited.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like that's why I feel like this will never work. Like this will never become like a real thing because
This is like that clip of like Katie
They're gonna
Couric.
play this clip in 10
And then you
years.
go, what is the internet? We have this next segment. What is that?
Well, the internet is just so we can all see something. We still need to see shit. You know, it's like we gotta see what's going on. It helps us get through our day. It helps us figure out shit.
All I gotta say is I love my Oculus and I love playing Rec Room. You can go to all these virtual worlds. You can go to the house in Home Alone. You can go
Is that
to.
the game where you're in
I would rather hop on a plane than go to the Oculus version.
I don't know, but it's cool. You can do it in the comfort
Is
of
that
your
the
own
game
home.
where you're
Yeah.
like in a bar and you're like there's people walking
Yes.
around you and you can like hit them and you start a whole fight?
Oh,
Is
that's
that-
like VR chat, but Rec Room is similar to that. It's
That's
just
drunken
less.
bar fight.
yeah. That I saw it on TikTok. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
That you got to like start fights and everybody would react like they would in real life and just I thought it was really funny.
It's crazy.
So it looks like Devin pulled up right now. Our neighborhood is $50 per tile.
Should we buy a tile?
We should buy this house in Earth 2.
So Ryan spent probably like $300 on getting Saddle Ranch.
Yeah, he spent it
How long ago?
months ago.
So should I be buying like properties?
I don't know.
I would try to look up all the. Never mind.
The
I'm not
fact
going to
that
say
it's
my
50
strategy
bucks-
because I kind of want to
Now
do
he's
it.
into it. Yeah,
The fact
exactly.
that it's $50 is a little like you kind of sit there and like it's $50. Why is it $50?
Gas money or a tile?
These
I would
people
go
made this
buy in
hoping.
Dubai.
This becomes like a crypto, like these people made this hoping, right?
Dubai.
That becomes like a
D-O-B-U-Y.
Bitcoin. It's like, oh, it's not real, but it's something that people can kind of
this
have
whole
fun with.
like technology where it's shit isn't real but people are buying it it just blows my mind.
I think it's sad.
Everybody in the crypto world is listening to this, just like pissed.
Can we go back in time to where people like grew crops and had trades and like you come to me and I'll give you 50 tomatoes for a couple barrels
One
of corn.
gold coin.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
That's boring. We're
That's
past that.
Fun.
I would love to go back to that time though.
What would I have to offer though? I had nothing to offer. I would die of starvation.
Well, you would have to learn a trade and be able to provide something.
So I have to be good at something.
You could be a blacksmith.
I'd be a puppeteer.
Yeah, you would.
I go to towns
or-
in like my little carriage.
or you
Come
knit-
around,
you
everybody.
I would be a
step right
burlesque
up.
dancer.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah.
You would start fires in
I'd be-
everybody's
No,
homes.
he'd be a
so they
cowboy.
could-
Oh, you'd be a cowboy in the saloon, playing poker,
And he
gun
never
slinging.
leaves the bar.
I'd be a used horse carriage salesman.
I would say I could edit people's shit, but it sounds like there's
Zane, you
no
are
Absolutely
editing.
not.
Yeah. Fuck,
don't know,
I'm
I
only
kinda
good-
Knew what to do.
I'd be a cobbler.
I could give people TikTok ideas.
I'd like to disappear and just be just go live with the Amish.
I love
You
the
wouldn't
Amish.
survive in the
can still
Amish.
do that today.
There's no cars
Maybe.
in the Amish world. No, you can't have your cars.
It depends on what kind of Amish
If
you're
it's
running
new
with.
Amish,
They walk everywhere. I
Yes,
think.
some do.
they've got.
I thought you're not allowed to
tractors.
use electricity.
There are certain rules and certain days. It depends on which Amish.
Were these like new rules created? Like,
Have you ever seen Amish people?
are Amish people even listening to this? Can they listen to podcasts
No, I wouldn't.
on Friday nights?
Apparently, though, they can't can't like own something technological, but they can like rent
Right.
it.
They don't have cell phones.
Oh, that's so interesting.
But they're happy and their skin's clear, so sign me up.
we should have it. We should have it like a fully Amish guest here, so we can like ask all these questions.
They would see the lights and leave.
We'd have to fly them out.
Oh fuck!
It depends.
They don't own the
if
plane.
they can drive a goddamn John Deere, that's a car.
Oh yeah, they do, huh? I see it all the time in like
In what?
They're not out there cutting grass with a sickle.
They are using the old school
They
lawnmower.
are though. I think they are
Yeah.
using old school
Remember,
lawnmowers.
push-
remember I
a
told
push
you when I
mower?
was in Lancaster and there was an older brother and a little brother, but the older brother was like 8 and the little brother was like 4 and he was teaching him how to do it.
Child labor laws.
They
That
make
doesn't
great
exist, no.
pies though. Good pies.
No, good honey. Have
So-
you had honey?
Have you been with an Amish family? I'm guessing.
The Amish, this lake community my family goes to a lot. It's in Amish like territory,
Yeah.
and they come by like trying to sell us pies and stuff, and we always buy them.
Oh
Yeah, they're really sweet. But I'm always just
The
trying
pies
to look
are
them in
sweet
the
or the
eye.
people?
I'm so curious how we're viewed in their eyes.
They don't judge us.
Oh, probably awful. No.
No, they don't judge us at all. They're super nice.
Do you think they're like peeking over, like trying to see your Instagram though? Like as you're like sitting on it, they're like,
no.
I bet it's
I-
like
little
when you're at a
curious.
restaurant and you see a little kid with an iPad and you're like, oh my gosh, this kid is just glued into his thing. You have no interest in what he's
yeah.
doing on the
Yeah.
iPad. You're just like, ugh, what a distraction.
Why can't
They're
you be
so
in the
sucked
moment?
into
Yeah.
something. I bet
It could be working right now, but we are
they
working.
just
then-
don't see the point in it. Or like
Right.
what's there really for
They're not
me?
missing out.
We're just so wired into it.
Well,
where
because
it's-
I mean, in their world, it's like we don't need it, which is true. Like we
Yeah.
don't need any of these
It's
things.
just a different lifestyle, and they
yeah.
respect other lifestyles. I think that's what's really cool about them. Well, the ones that I
Well,
met.
look at us growing, being educated. We did. All Amish people were just like,
Right, you got it all wrong. This is just what we experience, okay? I'm not saying everybody.
I know. I honestly I respect the Amish. Like
do.
I love that they chose this simple lifestyle. I just wish they chose a different time period.
what if it's like in prison where like we think they're not on their phones, but really like they're sneaking phones and they're like on Instagram and
There
shit.
could be some
Well, there's
rebellious
Amish
teens.
TikTok I've found where like some kids like have
Really?
finally got it.
Really?
It's like, have you ever seen jail TikTok where it's
That's
like
what. That's what I
Yeah.
mean.
guys are
I
making
think it's
TikToks in jail?
crazy.
There's some Amish ones where you see like you can tell it's like Amish people
Yeah.
hanging out, but one of them has
Like a
phone.
teen, like
Wait
a
a s-
rebellious teen. They're still
Interesting.
human.
I have a question. How are these people that are in jail accessing Wi-Fi? How is there public Wi-Fi? They could easily lock it for people that are working
I
there.
know I'm confused. And like,
How does that happen?
If there is no Wi-Fi, there's no way the reception goes through those walls. There's no way.
How
Also-
do they do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
don't
But
know.
also, like, what if there were like different Amish communities, but they were like only lived in the 50s?
What do you
What?
mean?
What do you mean?
Like
Oh, that'd
instead
be-
of like the simple life where they only just
Like
do
candles
use
and-
products from like the 50s.
Oh, got it.
Cool.
Or like they're only like committed to a certain decade.
Yeah.
You know what I
Depending
mean?
on when you were born.
Yeah, I don't know. That would just be
Interesting.
weird. Where it's like they could only use like they'd only drive like old cars and stuff, and they just smoke like cigarettes with those long filters.
Oh my, I would
There's
love
like
to get
howdy old
somebody in that
sport.
seat, like someone that like lives in that world and like uses no technology. I just like want to actually fucking.
There are people still
learn
living
this.
in primitive tribes around in this world.
You ever seen primitive YouTube? Oh my god, it's the most addicting rabbit hole you'll ever go down. They'll literally build like Adobe like huts and like they'll build like this shelter and then they'll dig like a tunnel underneath it and put like this fire pit underneath it. Put like clay over top of it and make a bed on top of it, and it will heat underneath.
yeah,
These
So
are
the bed
these
is
are
heat-
legitimate
Yes.
fucking houses. It's absolutely
Oh,
insane.
no, these are the
What
types
you
of
guys
shit
do.
that
videos
they
you
can
find
do.
yourself watching at like 3 a.m.
And you're just
like
sucked into it.
peopleareamazing.com.
yeah.
It's
People
so
are
cool.
amazing.com.
Isn't that a web? Is it a website?
They'll
or
make
people
like
are amazing
tiles.
on YouTube. I think I just
it'll
lied.
it'll take days at a time to make these tiles to like put a roof on.
The girl with the
people-
gorilla
no,
glue
no.
got stuck in her hair. She's trending on people.
People of Walmart.com. That's what I'm thinking of.
That's a good one.
People of
I'm just
Walmart.
making shit up at this point.
Yeah.
Do you think all those people are actually at Walmart? Every single one of those people in
I
this
don't
picture.
know.
I
I
think it's
thought
just all
about
stores
that.
in general.
Maybe
I think
like
just Walmart is just a
Kmart,
good.
maybe Costco.
Yeah. You don't think? Do you think?
Are you talking about the people of Walmart?
People
like
of
the
Walmart
blog?
page, yeah.
Yes. Are those people that they actually found at Walmart?
Are actually at Walmart?
Or like a
Yes.
Target.
Or they're probably at
Majority
like
of them, definitely.
HEB or
What's HEB?
Kmart.
it's like a popular like
Oh,
Walmart of the South.
If
It's
it
more
was-
of a grocery store though.
If they were at Target, you know they would Photoshop that shit. Everything is blue, like the walls. Everything just blue, blue, blue.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we
It's
got
a,
it.
It's a blue Target.
They forgot about that.
Are you tired of choosing between quality and a fair price?
Well, with Harry's, you don't have to choose. They give you award-winning blades at factory direct prices.
And let me tell you, the first time I ever used Harry's, I was like, man, this is a clean shave. I was feeling good.
It does, because I have a lot of hair going on under
You
here.
got the thick hair, too.
Most razors, like, they hurt me, but Harry's is super smooth, baby. I don't feel a thing.
For a limited time, Harry's is offering their starter set plus and a free body wash for just $3 at harrys.com/unfiltered.
And guys, catch this. It's only $2 per refill.
Harry's team combined a simple ergonomic design with 5 sharp blades.
Baby, what does ergonomic even mean?
That's something about feeling good in your hands.
Okay. They source their steel from Sweden and manufacture their blades in the world-class blade factory.
I didn't even know that was such a thing, but that's pretty cool.
And they have 100% quality guaranteed. They stand behind the quality of their blades so much that they have 100% money-back guarantee on harrys.com.
And for a limited time, Harry's has an exclusive offer for our listeners.
New customers can get Harry's starter set and a free body wash for just $3 at harrys.com/unfiltered.
That's over a $16 value just for $3.
You'll get a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, foaming shave gel, a travel cover, and a travel-size body wash.
It really is an incredible deal, but you got to act fast while supplies last. Go to harrys.com/unfiltered to redeem your offer.
Again, that's harrys.com/unfiltered.
Thank you, Harry's.
The next sponsor is brought to you by ExpressVPN.
Is it me, or is it kind of weird that the same company who controls half of the online retail also eavesdrops on your conversations at home?
Oof. And what about the idea that a single company controls 90% of internet searches, runs your email service, and gets to track everything you do on your smartphone? It's crazy.
Big tech is more powerful than most countries are, and they profit by exploiting your personal data.
It's time to put a layer of protection between your online activity and these tech juggernauts. And that's why we use ExpressVPN.
I would definitely bring protection.
Guys, think about how much of your life is on the internet. Sadly, every site you visit, video you watch, or message you send gets tracked and data mined.
But when you run ExpressVPN on your device, the software hides your IP address, something big tech can use to personally identify you.
So ExpressVPN makes your activity harder to trace and sell to advertisers. ExpressVPN also encrypts 100% of your internet data to keep you safe from hackers and eavesdroppers on your network.
And ExpressVPN does all this without slowing down your internet connection. And that's why it's the #1 rated VPN service by CNET and Wired.
What I like most about ExpressVPN is how easy it is to use. Download the app on your phone or computer, tap one button, and baby, you are protected.
So it's time to stop handing over your personal data to the big tech monopoly that mines your activity and sells your information.
Protect yourself with a VPN we trust to keep us safe online. Visit expressvpn.com/unfiltered.
That's EXPRESSVPN.com/unfiltered to get 3 extra months for free.
Oh my God, baby, you can spell.
I sure
Good
can.
job. So go to expressvpn.com/unfiltered right now to learn more.
Thank you, ExpressVPN.
Hey guys, before we start the story, we do want to leave a trigger warning. The story does involve gun violence and school shootings. So if you prefer not to hear any of that, you can skip on over 15 minutes ahead and you'll be past the story. Okay, guys, we've had this on our list for weeks and this is such a good story, but we keep passing by it. And it's Mariah's story. You always have the good stories.
The thing is, I wish it's not that satisfying because it's not me personally.
It will be.
It will be.
It will be. I'm looking at the title. I'm like, this is going to be
say
good.
a lot of stories on here that are other people's stories.
Every time I tell a story, my mom calls me, you told it wrong. I'm like, she's
I was wearing a green dress, not a blue dress.
I have a
Re-record
video.
it.
I have a video of her telling the story just so I wouldn't forget, but I forgot. So sorry, T. So my mom, when she was younger, she worked at a restaurant. It was a mob restaurant, I'm gonna call it. Like
She said
She-
mom
she doesn't
because
wanna
she's
get
just in
killed.
case- yeah, just in case you're listening.
I don't know.
It was like a mom
Leave it ambiguous.
restaurant.
Yeah, it was like
She
a
flips a word around. Bomb, it was a bomb restaurant.
I said mom. It was my mom's restaurant. So it was a mob restaurant. She worked there as a coat girl. So she would like greet people and take their coats and put it into the coat closet. One day, her coworker called her and she was like, hey, like, sorry, it's so last minute. Like, this is an emergency. Can I take your shift? Like, I need to pay for something, whatever. My mom was like, okay. And she's never done that before. She was like, okay, yeah. That night that coworker took her shift, people broke in and shot up the place.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
And
The whole place?
they shot up the place, yeah. The whole place.
The people
I mean, that's pretty
or
fucking
just
crazy.
Right.
Like that was your mom. That could have been your mom. You couldn't even, you wouldn't even.
Oh
be
no,
here
you have
right
no
now.
idea.
That's crazy.
So they came in and shot up the place, and the coat girl, my mom's coworker that took her shift, he had her held hostage.
Oh
So
my God.
she got behind the bar, went into survival mode, and she started pouring him drinks, getting to know him, just playing her cards right.
Smart.
Yeah,
You
very
want
smart.
another?
Yeah, right. Very smart. So pretty much getting into his head, like becoming really friendly with him. and he ended up.
You kind of cute.
Oh shit! I'd be saying all types of shit.
I
if I
probably fucked the killer. I like me a bad boy.
Have you seen The Godfather?
You
She, like,
are
turned the
just
This reminds
like
me
him.
of a scene. Have you seen?
Leave the gun, take the cannoli, am I right? Just like trying to like bond with them.
Shit.
I'm literally at the last sentence, so if we can just hold off.
This could end really sad, and we're just making all these.
It is
jokes.
gonna end sad.
Wait,
That's
did-
why I'm like,
Oh shit!
Did
God.
anything get on the coats?
can you hold on?
Hold the fucking phone.
The coats!
I have literally one more sentence.
Okay,
You're
sorry,
ruining
my
the
bad,
story.
my bad.
He ended up shooting himself right in front of her.
Oh,
Oh
my God.
Yeah. Oof.
But she survived.
She
She
survived.
messed
yeah.
up
Oh
that
my God!
drink.
Thank God.
Like she's alive. She's alive to this
Fuck.
day.
I feel like people died in that place.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Of course.
Can you find out from your mom and like give us a little
Sure.
update? Okay. My dad's friend came over like a couple months ago, and he was talking. I forgot if it was. I think it was in another country. It might have been Lebanon, but he had a meeting at like 8 a.m. and his coworkers showed up late, and like at 8:15, 8:20 they showed up, and this guy's like really like he's very like on time or like this is like we're not gonna do this. They showed up late. He's like no, you showed up late. Like we're not gonna. They were gonna have a meeting somewhere at a restaurant, and he was like, no, you showed up late. Like this is not how I roll. Like you're gonna have to go without me. Like I'm sorry, this is not happening. Like next time, if I say 8 o'clock, you be here at 8 o'clock. So they're like, okay, fine. They went home, never went to this restaurant. That day, that entire restaurant got shot up, killed every single person in this restaurant.
what the?
The time that they were supposed to be in there. Fucking insane. It was almost like, what happened in that moment where I just felt like God, just somebody was just like, we got to make this meet. Because this guy's a good
No,
guy.
I know it was
Right.
God.
That's wild.
Fucking wild. I couldn't, when he told me the
I
story,
couldn't imagine
got
that
chills.
feeling of being like knowing you were supposed to be there and like you just something went wrong and you weren't there.
And you got denied, and you're.
That's like to me, all I think about is like Final Destination. It's just like, okay, what's going to happen?
You
Maybe
cheated. You
maybe
cheated.
It's your
subconscious.
it's your judgment day where it's just
Yeah.
like
Maybe that's why Zane shows up late to everything. He's scarred from that story.
Would you guys take that if something like that happened to you? Would you take that as, oh my God, well, I almost died, but like now that I've been in that situation or I was connected to a situation like that, now I can kind of live freely? Or would you be just on your?
I'd be on edge for the rest of my
for
life.
the rest of your life.
I don't think I would go
I'd
anywhere.
be on edge.
very just confused by
Yeah.
it all.
No, I just think everything does happen for a reason. So I would look at that situation and be like, that happened because of this, and that's confirmation, like with my faith and stuff like that.
A
So
lot
I
of
wouldn't
people-
live on edge. I'd just be like,
Yeah. A
A
everything
lot
does
of people
happen for a
feel
reason.
guilt though because of that.
Right? Yeah,
Like, they
they
have,
hold like
like-
a burden. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you the story about when I was in college and like what happened to me my freshman year?
No.
I haven't? Oh man. Okay. I'd never said this.
I mean, I don't know what it is.
Did I tell you about my freshman year?
Well, no,
I mean,
Every
I've heard a
story,
lot
yeah.
of
well,
college
this
stories. I don't know.
incident, like this, like almost basically was like a campus shooting that happened my freshman year of
Hold on,
college.
No, I've never heard of this.
What
Okay.
school did you go to?
I went to UT Austin, Mariah.
Right. I know that.
We got the hook 'em horns always in that corner just in case. I went to UT Austin, and this happened my freshman year. It was like late September of 2010. I had an intro to journalism class that started at 8 a.m.
Okay.
And it was right
We're
outside.
not
my-
there yet, Mariah.
No, but I put the stories together. Where show up at 8 o'clock and whatever.
But for the people who are listening, if you know UT, it was in the UTC, which is right near the PCL, which is the library. I was staying in Jester, as you know, that's right across the street from the library.
you know.
I could picture it.
Guys,
yeah.
as you know.
So I got to class that day probably around 7:50, 10
Yeah.
minutes early going into class. We go in, we sit down, and it's a huge lecture hall. The class was probably like a couple hundred students in it. And you know, the class starts at 8 a.m. Professor starts giving the lecture. All of a sudden, like 5 or 10 kids run into our lecture hall and they go, "There's a guy outside shooting a gun." And we were all like, huh? What? And this was intro to journalism. We had just studied like a case study about the Columbine.
Everybody running out trying to get the story.
We thought like, because we had just studied Columbine, a case study about the journalism covering that day. We thought that these were like like staged actors, or that they were like this was like a
no.
crisis drill.
Got it.
So the professor was like kind of like laughed and goes, "I'm sorry, what are you guys talking about?" And this kid is like, "There's someone outside shooting a gun. He shot it on the ground and shot it in the sky." And we still like, class is like, is this like a prank? What's going on?
There's no part of you, everybody, where you're just like, this is real.
Well, no, it's still like we still were just trying to comprehend it. It was
Yeah.
very early in the morning and very confusing. We didn't
my
hear the gun
gosh.
go off,
Yeah.
but it was right. So then more students started pouring in, and they go, there was a guy outside shooting a gun. And then all of a sudden the professor's like, shut the doors right now. And he goes, everybody get under your desks.
Oh
and
my
right
God.
then in that moment, dude, my heart freaking sank. Like I was just in freak out mode where I'm like, you always worry about this day where a school shooting,
Right.
would it ever happen? And right now it was like happening. And then what was scary about
I'm getting
they-
goosebumps.
I know, this is
they
scary.
closed that door. They closed the doors. We shut all of them. And then all of a sudden we started hearing pounding and pounding and pounding.
Oh my
God.
God, Matt.
And then in our head, we're thinking,
I would have passed
is
out.
that we thought immediately
Somebody
that's the
needing to get
shooter.
in?
Well, we thought like that was the shooter trying to get in, and everybody is just like, oh my God, like freaking out. I was holding this like girl's hand underneath the desk, and she was like in tears. But what was happening is those were other students who were all trying to flood
fuck.
in to like get into the
and dude,
classrooms.
and like it's so, like in that moment, like, you don't know who's who. It's like that's the scariest fucking part.
And it's like, do you open it to let somebody, like, not knowing who's on the other side, like,
Right.
Because it could.
Because that's the protocol,
yeah.
though. Once the
In
door is
grade
shut, you
school,
shut
they
the
were
door.
told-
Oh, really?
Because you,
Yeah.
if
Oh
you
my
open
God.
that up, one of them could be the gunman who's trying to escape whatever he committed.
oh my
Right.
God.
So once again, I haven't like revealed what had happened. All we know is what is going on. We all
Yeah.
everybody gets texts. There's a gunman on campus. Authorities
Oh my
are coming.
God.
We don't know if there's a possibility of a second gunman.
Yeah.
And this was 8 a.m. And we were under lockdown in that classroom from 8 a.m. to about 3 p.m. SWAT
Oh
Jesus.
my goodness.
SWAT escorted us out
That
with
probably
like
felt like the longest fucking amount of time.
full-on military vehicles and everything. We had to walk and we're completely escorted out that day. I couldn't even go back into my dormitory. Really spooky day. So what
Damn.
ended up happening is that there was a student who I don't feel like I should say his name, but you can Google it. He was like a mathematics student. I'm not sure if he was a junior or senior. Was very depressed. Took the bus to school that day with an AK-47 in his backpack.
Oh, shit.
And he had a ski mask, but he took the bus, got out of the bus, put on the ski mask, and then pulled out his AK-47, shot a few rounds into the air, a few rounds onto the ground,
Oh my
and then
God.
headed right towards the library. Ran into the library, ran
Jesus.
through the first floor of the library, and just ran up all of the stairs up to like the 6th floor, and then shot himself.
And he didn't like shoot anybody. He didn't.
No.
no.
So basically kind of what had happened was it was what we believe, some people or have like kind of made this conclusion, that it was a student who had very ill intentions, wanted to go to school that day to hurt people, because it's an AK-47.
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
ill intentions if you're carrying an AK-47.
Yeah.
It's that you don't just, if you're gonna kill yourself, you're using that gun to like
Hurt a lot of
get
people.
hurt a lot. And I think during that moment, he realized right when he got out and he shot off his gun that this was a bad decision, and just went into the library, went up at the
Probably just
top,
panicked,
and killed
yeah.
himself. And it's just, and I know I'm not trying to make the story about me, but it shakes you up, because I used to go, if there was a big test that day, I would go to the PCL at 7 in the morning,
Yeah.
and I would study at all the little random floors and everything up until going to class at 8 a.m. Like the timing of that day and when he got off at the bus and where I
Oh,
was.
you
Yeah.
normally would
I
have
mean,
been
I was
there.
less than like 100 yards from where this kid had shot off his
Yeah.
rounds. But it was just a really spooky day. And thank goodness, and thank God, it wasn't anything more serious
Yeah.
than what it was.
I can't believe like you've never told us this.
I
This is
know.
fucking insane.
I had always thought like I had shared it before
No.
on this, but I
That
haven't.
is
I never said that story,
bananas.
but it's really sad. And obviously the college has done a lot to recognize mental health of students and stuff, because this kid hadn't reached out. He was a kid who was very depressed. Home life wasn't great. I don't know how his grades were doing, but I just snapped. And that's what's
Yeah.
really
That's so
scary
sad.
is you
That's-
never know who's around you, who could be alone and could be hurting. But oh my gosh, yeah, shook me up that day.
I feel like in those moments you realize how open these places are, how open schools are. Like it's so
Not
scary.
anymore.
You kind of wish that there was
Yeah.
a little bit more security. Which I mean,
It's
And
so
then you
can't
don't
have
want
it
to
now.
become a police state where it's just like you have to get scanned in every time you enter a mall.
exactly. Like
it's-
you don't want TSA all over the fucking place. That's like a lot. But like sometimes you're just like,
My elementary school had like portables that like the 5th graders, that's where their classes would
Yeah.
be. So you'd literally a second, you would have to walk outside to get to those portables, and they demolished the whole thing because they don't want kids stepping out of the school.
oh,
a few of our classrooms in 6th grade had no doors on into the classroom.
How do you get in?
what
You
do
just
mean?
could walk in.
Oh, I
it was,
thought you meant like
no, there
The
were
whole
no
thing was a
doors.
door.
I'm like, sorry, I'm like a little confused. Like when you say no front door.
he's saying like just an archway, like just pretend the door doesn't swing. It's just an opening to walk in.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they would make certain classes, most of the classes in the school had doors. These rooms did not have doors, and we would have to sit there huddled, freaking
my
out about the
God.
idea of an
Why did
intruder
they-
walking in and being like, they could just walk in.
why didn't they have?
I bet they have
Good
them now.
question. I
Just
don't know.
old?
Texas public school budgets. I don't know.
I feel like, but also, I feel like every classroom should have 2 doors.
I
Like,
bet
an
you
exit
now-
and like an exit and entrance just in case.
I bet they have them now.
Yeah.
This was 2000
Yeah,
and
a lot of things
4.
changed. Didn't you say when we passed Plantation High School? Didn't you say like those gates weren't there when you were there?
Yeah, south. It's pretty like locked down now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like a huge, like big white, like gated doors to get to the front door.
That's great. I mean, I think schools like that should be like just very secure.
Yeah.
Like there should be
I
no
think
way
it's
to
getting
get
better
into something
now
like
because
that.
it's more common for bad things to happen.
Yeah.
But I just remember that like doing
Fuck.
shooting drills and being like, but anybody can
What
walk
year?
in.
How old were you?
6th grade.
Oh, I thought this was in college. This isn't.
No, he's
6th
talking
grade.
about
my middle school.
The second story.
This is
with
the
no
second
doors
one.
was-
There was no
got it,
doors. No, I talked about the doors shutting.
sorry.
in the
I was talking about
college
the first one, but that was in college. Wow.
Oof.
Oof, that was a lot. That's fucking nuts.
It's heavy.
My dad just sent me a picture recently that he still has all my like detention slips.
Oh, that's funny. I'd probably keep that shit too.
But it wasn't anything juicy. It was like
That's funny
3
stuff
lates
to, like, keep.
detention.
But I would set them all up in like a bot, like a square.
Yeah,
and
I wanna,
just
like,
it's
shadow
just
box
funny.
them.
Did you
like,
ever?
it'd be fun.
Did you ever have to do an all-day detention?
No.
That was the
Oh,
big
what
no.
was that?
all
That's
the
in
time.
school.
Was
that
That's
ISS?
ISS.
Oh,
yeah.
ours was DMC.
It sounds like a drug.
Sounds worse.
DMC.
all the time. And
You
I'd be-
got DMCs
all
or-
the time. I'd be in like that internal school suspension. I'd be in ISS, and they would give us this sheet of paper where it's like, I'm a no good. I'm like basically saying how like you are bad and you need to be better and you need
I'm
to
a
behave.
no good son of a.
They
bitch.
would make us rewrite that for the entire 6-7 hours in school.
Oh, they would have
rewrite
us
it
do that in elementary
throughout
school.
the whole thing. And
We would have to write things line by line. I will not.
I will
like the
not
one,
talk when
right,
I'm
when
not-
the whole
Yeah.
class disobeys. Our homework is back and front sheets like 5 times or something.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I will not talk when blah blah blah. I will not
Yeah.
talk blah blah.
and
blah.
you're and like so and part of your punishment is that you don't get to do any of the work in the class. Do you think that's like an appropriate punishment that you don't like?
That you miss out on actual school.
Yeah, to me that's kind of fucked up. But like the fact that they just move you and you still get to do the same work, you're not really being punished.
I
So like,
think-
what is it?
I think there's something better they could be doing.
Yeah.
I wish I could say at the top of my head what they should be doing.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people have studied like appropriate disciplinary actions.
Yeah.
'cause
You know
I don't-
what's not appropriate discipline? When you have a pizza party and your family won't pay for it, so you have to sit in another classroom
God.
while everybody else
Yup.
parties.
And they'd make you feel like shit sending you to another room.
Okay, whoever didn't pay, please stand up. You're gonna go to this room.
Why can't the people that are going to the party get up and go to another room? Why you gotta make the kids that couldn't afford it or like
Yeah.
make them move? It's
Oh my
crazy.
God.
You know what they should
Gosh.
have done? Snuck those people pizza in the other room. Should've
Yeah,
been
that's
like, you know what?
terrible.
But it
My
would
mom
only be
never
one pizza.
paid.
It was one pizza.
One
You got that
pizza.
slice and it was this
Fucking
big.
anchovies and olives.
Where was that money going to? Like, where do you like? Is that like to
The
charity?
pizza.
Or,
To pay for the pizza.
It was the PTA.
but why were
No,
they?
the pizza would be this big too. Everyone would get this big of a slice.
Why were they having these parties though? Like, what was it doing?
It was like end of the year party, a Valentine's Day party, whatever. you
Good
wanted to do.
behavior.
Yeah.
it was good.
It was re- it
no
was
because
the
there's
rewarding.
times
teacher
where
didn't want to do work. That's
Right.
what.
no, there's
And
times where
a
pizza
box
party.
tops.
Box.
box
my
top
God.
I never got involved.
yes.
My
Remember
mom didn't want
box
me to do any
tops,
of
like the
that.
little nickel, and
Yes.
if you brought that to school, it was worth like 5 cents.
And you'd hear them partying next door. Hey!
Do we talk about school too much? Should we let it go?
It's
I know, it
exciting.
feels like we're holding a lot
I mean,
of
well,
resentment.
some things
know.
are exciting.
We're pushing 30 and we're still talking about
I-
6th grade.
I remember drinking like a lot, like when I was 13. We would all go to like,
13.
yeah, I know it's bad. We would go to like our neighbor's house, and because my parents are really strict, but like our friends' parents weren't that strict. Like I'm not saying they would allow us to drink, but we were able to kind of separate from them for a longer time than my parents. Like my parents would come in
Check
every
in, going, snacks, what's up?
My mom is doors open. Doors
Yep.
open.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we would go into like the garage room, and we would just like sneak alcohol, and we were just drinking all night, playing video
13?
games.
I didn't even know what alcohol was.
It was bad. Yeah, I mean,
was too
guys,
scared.
obviously don't drink it when you're 13, but like that, we just did that, and it was bad. It was really bad.
Honestly, wait as long as you can because you get over it by the time you hit 21.
Yeah, it's not fun. Like we drink
Zane,
when we
yeah.
drink when we drink now, it's not fun anymore,
But
man.
I don't think you should have your first sip of alcohol though, like your first day of college though.
I think
Because
people
kids can
who,
binge drink and they're not used to like
Oh, and I feel like
having
it's
it.
happened. Yeah.
And that's why, like
And if
in
you don't drink,
Europe,
you're fine.
they're
You're not
more like
missing out.
lax on like I don't know, having the youth moderately drink because they can. By the time they get off to college, they're not having alcohol poisoning and ruining their whole.
yeah, I feel like people who wait till they're 21 don't end up drinking. Like if they go like, no, I'm gonna do the whole thing, and like once they get to that point when they're 21, they're like, well, I've been this fucking long, I don't need to do it. Like we have a couple friends who just don't drink because they just like went the whole time, and they were just like, I just don't feel like doing it now.
You know what? I think it's because they see how shit can be caused by
changes
alcohol.
when you start to like be sober around drunk people.
Oh,
It
yeah.
changes your perspective.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, okay, I don't want to.
If I was
obnoxious.
sober this whole time and saw how people acted when they were drunk, I probably wouldn't drink either.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh fuck that, that's not worth it.
Everybody watching us right now.
Like when I worked at, I don't think I ever told this story, but I worked the Olympics in London 2012, I believe, with Coca-Cola. It was so amazing. I got to go out there with my dad for like a month and a half, and we were like so they would half the team were locals that lived there, and the other half were people from America. And we all got together, and it was like a group of like 45, 50 of us and we're all the same age, and we're like, oh my God, this is gonna be sick. We all did the same thing. We used to hold like we worked with Coca-Cola, and the way it worked is that like Coca-Cola would have like contests. They would invite their top salesmen. They would invite like top people in Coca-Cola.
Okay.
They would invite them all out to watch the Olympics. You pay this whole package deal where you get transportation, you get to stay at the hotel, you get to do like fun things around the area with the group, and you get to watch like all the games, and you pay like a certain price for it. And the age limit in London was a 16, I believe. Is it 16 or 18? 16. Drinking age was 16 there. So
I think
like
that's like Germany
we
too.
were going to these
Back
bars.
then,
Or I think you know what? No,
It's
no,
18.
Devin.
18,
It was 18.
18 to drink beer, 21 to drink hard alcohol.
Oh, yeah,
you know
that
what?
sounds right.
I don't think it was 21 to drink hard alcohol.
I think
I know
that's
a lot of
Germany.
places are like that.
Like
You know what? Maybe because, you know what? I think the people that were drinking beer, or the people that were 18 drinking beer, I didn't think they took it very seriously. They're like, oh, I'm drinking alcohol now. What's the difference if I
Yeah.
drink this and this?
I'd be getting jacked up off of Bud Light Platinums, baby. That's the same shit
But
as a mixed drink.
these 18-year-olds, they were so mature. Like they would drink they could have a beer and be like, not be fucking crazy, but
Chill.
exactly, be chill. It was crazy seeing that, and then going back to America and seeing people just binge.
Oh, yeah.
And having to get fucked up
To
before
get
going to
fucked
a
up,
bar
yeah.
where they're not able to drink.
People
It's
drink in
dangerous.
other countries to like just literally just socialize and like just have it with dinner and that's it. Like
Yeah.
here, people are so like uncontrollable. It's embarrassing.
It's supposed to loosen you up. You're not like
Right.
Technically, you're not supposed to get fucked up while drinking.
It's a drink they want to enjoy.
social
Exactly.
lubricant.
I don't drink a lot now, but like I would drink a lot because I had to hide it from my parents. I had to hide it from bars. I had to hide it from my other family. I had to hide it from like so many people where I'd have to binge and then get to somewhere. So I'm like, I know I have enough alcohol in me to last the rest of the night, but that would cause you to fucking black out or pass out or whatever. So I don't know. I think they should rethink these like drinking laws, because just allow people to just like kind of like slowly move into it, like, or even make it like you only get a drink like 2 drinks per night or something. Just like let people
No, the culture,
kind of know.
the drinking culture needs to change in the United States.
I think so, too.
And I think
Yeah.
it will gradually, hopefully. I think the drinking age should be 19 though.
People are in
I
college
think
when
we
they're
should
18.
go back to the prohibition.
Take
Ban
it all away.
Take it away.
Man, it's a sin.
Oh, for
Oh
our
my
sake,
God,
ban
you-
it.
you-
You'd see me in my backyard making fucking moonshine. I'd be like, who wants it?
And you're making that shit like 130% proof because
Having a
people
little
need-
speakeasy charging people.
They should
The roaring
experiment.
20s.
They should experiment for
That
a
would be
year
sick.
and just take alcohol away, just for a year, just an experiment, and then bring it back. I
People
don't
would
know.
be going nuts.
Yeah.
Either they'd be going nuts or they would get their life together. It'd be interesting.
I mean, the thing is that the people that like drink it casually, people need it. They want to chill in the end of the night. You know, they
I
had a
beg to
rough day at
differ.
work. Have a glass of wine.
Have something like, I don't know,
You need something
lemon
to
water.
calm. Like, there's people that like work really hard every day. They need to calm their nerves.
Have lemon water and a spoonful of honey.
and an orange.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No,
Just
me and
relax.
Heath, every time Heath says I don't feel good, I'm like, you want orange? You want a glass of orange juice? Did you have orange juice today?
You want to
For
spoon of honey and
no
cinnamon?
reason.
Like, no,
Say
I
no.
want fucking whiskey on the rocks.
You're not getting fucked up. You just need something to fucking loosen your nerves.
Agree to disagree.
What?
Sue me.
Did God deliver this message for you to tell the world?
You want to run that by me again?
Did God
you wanna run
deliver
that
the
by him again?
message to him?
Why don't you ask him?
Capital H.
Capital H.
I remember one day I wrote down like I was talking like the song about God. It was for religion school, and I like lowercase it, and I like got shit for it. It's like, you
You
do
went to
not
hell.
lowercase God's name. Uppercase my name. What the fuck? I'm a person.
It is
It's a noun.
uppercase. It is uppercase.
Ooh, I'm tipsy.
Hold on, there was something that
Is there another?
I'm
Is
trying
there
to
like a
remember.
funny
Like a-
story?
Oh, something crazy happened this weekend. Patricia had my phone. Face ID worked for her on my phone.
What?
What?
How?
Did you
They
experiment
say when
again?
couples are together for a long time, they start to look alike.
You think so?
Yeah.
You guys kind of do look like.
You
Yeah.
think
Wait,
so?
You
Yeah, a
guys
little
look
bit.
really good together. Like you guys look like a couple.
She has these gorgeous lips. I don't like.
Hold on. This is crazy.
Yeah, no, the Face ID
You
worked
got-
for
you
her,
got the
and she
Did
was
you
like,
try,
"Oh my
Did you
gosh!"
try it again after? Was it?
No, oh, it didn't work after, but it did
Matt
work
was
for
just
her,
standing
and she
over
like
her
freaked out,
shoulder.
and she told me it. I'm so curious if it has ever happened to the people who are listening and watching.
see.
Wait, what time was this? Was this in the middle of the night? This was in the middle of the night. Oh my god, baby, it worked! It worked! Why are you looking at my phone?
No.
Oh my god!
That just worked.
Or she just wanted to see like some photos I took of her, and then it worked.
Maybe it wasn't fully locked.
It's not working.
But no, she saw the Face ID recognize thing go and say recognize.
That's insane.
Are we trying it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not working.
It works for him. I get jealous. I'm like,
Is she on your phone a lot? Like when it comes to like when you're like showing her something, or is she like, you know?
I guess so. Sure.
Yeah, but there's no reason it should have worked. There's
do you
no
do you ever
reason.
unlock it with her face right
She
next to you?
swore it worked, and she couldn't believe it. I mean, I wasn't challenging it, but she goes, "The Face ID worked." too."
I feel like you would have known. Like I'm sure it wasn't it was just locked.
you ever
somewhere, and
you ever snooped her phone?
Her phone? No, I don't know. I trust her. I don't.
That's
really care.
crazy. There would not be 1 ounce of me to snoop through my girlfriend's phone.
I did when I was
Ever.
in high school.
What did you even look? But it was like a flip phone. What do you even look for? Oh, like text messages.
You would be having to go through like 500 texts because it wasn't in a chain.
Oh,
yet.
yeah, you couldn't
You'd have to like
search it.
click what was sent and then see
Shit.
like what
Oh,
the.
that's
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
They look
You're
like
trying-
little emails.
You're trying to screenshot
Sit there
it.
for like 6 hours.
Oh, that's
just trying to back and
funny.
forth.
Imagine screenshotting a fucking like razor. Like just.
I don't even think you could screenshot a razor.
No, it didn't. Remember when it came out? We're like, oh my god!
You have to take out like a little point and shoot. And you're like holding the phone.
But the screen was so bad you couldn't see shit on the fucking camera because it was so like.
I saw what you said.
Oh really? Well, show me. Show me. I
Yeah.
don't fucking see it.
Yeah, I remember. I snooped back then.
You did. Did it have to do with anything? Or was it insecurity or like did you
Was
like
it-
expect?
No,
did
baby,
you
and I
suspect
caught
some-
that bitch cheating.
Oh, okay.
Was it this bitch?
Well, no, that was another time. I know that time, but I think we already talked
She knows
about
my
that.
exes.
Yeah, because we ran into her in Miami.
Oh no!
Oh my
You just
God.
finger spelled a different one.
Yeah.
You gotta blur it out.
Oh,
I blur your hands.
it was.
Well, yeah, that was in high school. That was afterwards. But yeah, I went through that bitch's phone too.
I can't believe that shit happened. Oh my god.
If you get a feeling, baby, it is real. And then
Well,
you just-
not all the time. For you, I
no,
feel
I mean
you-
like a feeling.
Oh, like a gut feeling, not like an
Like
insecurity
where something
feeling.
like everything inside of you is telling you something is wrong.
But
Oh
there's-
yeah, I've caught some people red-handed.
But there's got to be.
and then they still deny it.
There's
Zane,
gotta-
you remember?
No,
Well, we won't even like say
We don't
it.
wanna know.
No.
Damn it.
Maybe like a year from now.
Yeah. I think we should wait a little bit for that one. But Heath, at what point, like, you didn't just have a gut feeling. I feel like there was something you saw or something.
Yeah, you
that,
see
like,
some sketchy shit.
there was things that she was saying and it wasn't true. So you're just like, okay, if that's not true, then there's
Right.
got it. Okay.
And then like I've seen stuff pop up when I'd be around,
like
you know what I
certain
mean?
messages.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then there would be no previous text that made sense
It'd
for
be
it.
like Pizza Hut, and you know damn well Pizza Hut's not texting. You know damn well.
Pizza Hut.
Yo,
Hey.
like, hey, did you go see Pizza Hut today? You're like, what do you mean? Did you go? Who was like? How would you go see?
You want a
Pizza
pizza
Hut?
this Hut?
Pizza Hut, Texas. You on the way? Hold on. Why would you be on the way? Why would you be on the
Right.
way to Pizza Hut? Aren't they supposed to be coming to you?
Or like here.
Pizza Hut. Taco Bell says, "So good seeing you last night." You're like,
Oh, the customer service must have really upped. Oh my god.
what kind of Postmates are they doing nowadays? They trying to get a good review and a tip.
Pre-mates back then.
Pre-made.
Come on, Bubba.
I was waiting for I was like,
Yeah,
Fuck, that's good.
yeah. But I
it
remember.
didn't sound like it was good.
I remember. I fucking. This is so embarrassing. Oh my
scary.
god, this is really bad. I had a really bad feeling, and
every fucking day.
in the middle of the night, I grabbed the phone and I started searching stuff, and I was laying on the floor on the side of the bed, like literally like this, trying to hide. And then I was looking at some shit, and I saw some stuff, didn't like it.
What'd you see?
Oh shit. Oh, you're saying it?
Yeah, I'll say it. I
Oh,
don't
just
care.
say it,
Fuck
just
it.
say it.
So the text was like, oh my god.
Mariah likes this.
Oh, she loves to look at her.
It was so bad. So it was like, it wasn't from the guy. It was from her best friend, who was like her girl best friend, and was like, oh my god, how was it? So good. How big was his dick? And I'm like, yo, that's not some shit you don't do. Like, what?
And y'all are together.
Yeah.
Still to this day.
How can he have? How can he have the balls to have that
I'm-
conversation?
Right.
I'm reading this shit and I'm like, you gotta fuck it. And you know when you get that, like, you start shaking,
It's
like
like,
you're,
whoa, whoa, whoa,
you're
whoa,
you
whoa.
get like the fucking crazy chills, and you're just like, oh my god, like everything, like your body starts shutting down.
Did you wake her up?
Yeah.
No, 'cause I wanted to keep
you went
reading.
to bed like,
He has to make a whole checklist before he fucking
I gotta
attacks.
have a case to put together.
Because she could say dick was a word for Pizza Hut. Who fucking knows?
You never know. So it was like, so this one kind of hurt.
This is
so
bad.
fucking big. So I knew she wasn't talking about me.
Much bigger. Much fucking bigger.
So yeah, it was just back and forth, and I'm like, okay, she's talking to her best friend about
this is
this.
sad. Sorry,
I
Bubba.
don't give a fuck.
Oh, that's
It's
so
all right.
mean.
At the time, it was
yeah. No, that's
the worst thing I've ever experienced. But so I'm going through, and then I started like checking out with like other like different texts from other people. Found the culprit, Big Dick McGee.
oh, so you didn't know. You're like, I need to know who it is.
Yeah. Well, I had a feeling of who it was.
Is it that
Hold
one
on.
guy?
That one guy.
Heath, you never told me that you
It's
knew
bad.
that you knew this
Yeah.
person.
Well, I like
Does
knew
Zane
of
know
the
this
person,
person?
seen him around.
Do I know this kid?
I think if I showed you, you'd know who it was.
Oh shit.
Weird.
He's never showed me.
Personal.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So shit. So I kept going through, saw some other texts, and there was like, it was just, the evidence was in front of me. And as I'm in the middle of seeing like the worst shit possible, she woke up and saw me on it, freaked out trying to grab it, like grab the phone back.
Busted.
I ran into her bathroom because she had a bathroom in her bedroom. Slammed the
she
door
had
shut.
money. The bathroom was in
Slammed
the
the
bedroom?
door shut, locked it. And I was sitting there with my back against the door, and I'm just still reading, and just bang, 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 bang. Give me the phone.
Oh, I would have been like, oh, you're
it's
fucked.
game over. Yeah.
Game over.
And I
questions
went
asked.
through all of it. I saw what I needed to see. I calmly opened the door, gave it back, and I was like,
Is this her place or your place?
hers.
And did you leave? Oh wait, so
The
go.
story gets juicy. So I came out, I gave her the phone, and I was like, I confronted her. I was like, is this true? Like, I saw this. Absolutely not. No, she's my best friend. She wanted me to do something, and I just said it to make her happy because she wanted me to go like blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, that's bullshit. And I was like,
You deserve better. Much better.
okay.
oh,
Calm down.
So I was like, I don't care. I was like, I just want you to be fucking man enough to like say it to my face. I was like, just tell me what you did so I can have that. I was like, tell me what you did. Say it to my face. Denied it.
That's crazy.
Girlie,
And
there's
I
no
was
point.
like, all right, I'll give you one last chance. I'll forgive you. Like, I don't like what happened. Like, all I want, just tell me.
Isn't it crazy that like at this point you know 100% that she cheated on you and she still
Just a
could just
waiting
not
game,
accept
yeah.
that fact?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it was just wouldn't do it. And then I tried to leave and wouldn't let me leave.
She wouldn't let you leave? Did you still stay the night?
No, absolutely not.
So how'd you get out?
Through the vents.
The laundry, the trash chute.
That would be wild.
You are that imposter.
See you
Oh
in
my
court,
God.
bitch.
I don't want to like get like too messy with the story.
He killed her. I'm just kidding.
Oh wait, no.
So
I mean,
I was just like I tried leaving. I wanted to leave. I was like, that's okay, fine, whatever happened. Like I just need to go home. I need to leave. You can't leave. Let me just talk. Like please, whatever. I didn't want to, so I tried leaving. She jumped on my back, and
as she should. Her lover is leaving the door.
if you love him, let him go, baby. And she would not let me go, so she clearly didn't love me while she was fucking Big Dick McGee.
Stop.
So I just got into my car and I took off, and that's all she wrote.
You broke up with her.
Well, I still talk to her.
They
We're still
actually
seeing each
never
other.
broke
Yeah,
up.
when
never
was
broke up
so when
with
was the breakup? just to confirm.
They're actually still together.
Yeah, that was fucking awful.
What a bitch.
I might have run her over on the way out. But previously,
Before all that happened.
days before, we were supposed to hang out when she got off of work.
Yeah.
And when she got off, I was waiting, and she was like, "Hey, I got to work longer. It's somebody's birthday, so I'm gonna cover the end of their shift so they can leave early." And I was like, "All right, cool. Just let me know when you're done." That goes by and still haven't heard. And she's like, "Still working. Sorry, cleaning up. It's a fucking mess here."
We know how it
And I'm
is.
like,
we know how it be.
All right, okay, cool. Just
I've had a
yeah.
job.
Let me know when you're done. Fine. Time keeps going, and I'm like, "What is going on?" And then she's like,
hours?
Oh, well, yeah, this
Oh,
is like,
geez
it's going on for a
Louise.
while. So I'm like, okay, something is not right. And I had just like a gut feeling. So I knew where she worked. So I was like, fuck it. Let me just go to the parking lot where she works and see if her car's still there. And I was fucking detective. I was in criminal justice.
Yeah,
So
you're piecing the puzzle.
right, exactly. So I showed up to the job. And her car wasn't there. And I'm like, interesting. Because they had already been shut down. The restaurant had closed. So there's no way you're like still there.
Yeah.
Like for this long after. So I'm like, okay. And I know there was this place that she would always go to after work. So I'm like, okay, let me go drive by the parking lot.
Yeah.
Let me
Smart.
go
What
take
kind
a
of
peek.
place was it? Like
It's
a
just
restaurant
a
or
dirty
Just a bar.
fucking hole in the
bar,
wall
okay.
Yeah,
bar.
just a bar.
I didn't know what you meant.
So I'm
Chuck E.
driving
Cheese.
by and I see her car in this bar's parking lot.
Very good.
How good did you feel? What did you feel like a
I felt
satisfying.
incredible, but the worst I've ever felt in my entire life. It was like,
completely
yes,
You're like,
Forgetting
no! You're like, yes! No!
yeah, exactly. So I'm
completely
like,
forgetting that this story is bad for Heath? I'm like, oh, you
Right.
probably felt so good.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
cracked the case.
oh my
But
god.
he's driving. He's like, hello, darkness.
Hello, friend. It's raining.
On this episode of Cheaters.
Dun, dun.
So I see it and I'm like, oh my god, fuck, what do I do? The car's there, obviously she's inside. So I'm like, do I go in? Do I call? What do I do?
I would have sent a picture of her work and been like, I'm surprising you. Let me know when you're.
I wouldn't.
Hey babe, let me know when you're off. I'm waiting outside in the parking lot.
Surprise.
Heath, I wouldn't have the balls
I
to
know.
do that.
I know. But I was so fucking heated. Like I was just like, oh my god, it'll get your blood going. And so I was like, fuck it, let me just go inside and see what the deal is.
Yeah.
Let me see what's going on. She said it was her friend's birthday party at night, whatever. Maybe she forgot to text me. So I walk inside and it was her and a guy sitting at the bar together, side by side at bar stools, and they were like all over each other, like touchy, talking. Let's take a shot, let's go.
Fuck.
And
oh
I'm
my
like,
god.
motherfucker. So I walked up. I don't know
my
how I did
gosh.
that.
Man,
I
it's like,
shoulda-
it's like a scene in a movie.
I
man.
should have turned around. I should have just bit my tongue and just never talked again.
No. I still think you did the right thing in this moment.
And I dug my key.
So I walked up and she had like her back to the door. I walked up and I went right in between the two of them.
Oh, no!
walked up, I put my arm around both of them, and I was like,
Holy shit.
you have a good fucking night. I hope it's worth it. And I turned around and I walked out. That was it.
Oh,
Dude, that's
shit.
powerful. Powerful.
And you know what pissed me off? She didn't fucking chase after me.
Oh,
She didn't follow me, wasn't like, stop, no, it's not like what it looks like. She took it, sat there. I walked out, got into my car, and left.
Oh shit.
Probably like 20 minutes goes by. It's not what it's not what it looks like. And I'm like, you couldn't even fucking like. That's how much I meant that you couldn't even fucking come after me and be like, no.
You
No,
were
it's
at
my cousin.
You were at a birthday party. You had a birthday party.
Oh, her birthday with her birthday friend.
I will never understand
What's that?
the guts on those types of people.
I feel like you're like really good to her. You're really nice to her too.
You're a
there
great
was like nothing
boyfriend.
that you
Thank you,
did.
Bubba.
You never do anything to hurt anybody.
And you know what? I hope it was worth it because they're not together.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something.
Oh, shit. Matt, would you like to tell your story?
No. No, we don't need it. One day.
I would have handled it completely different. I mean, I would have done the same thing. I would have walked out, but I would have just laid it out on her, everything that I felt, and then walked out.
Oh,
But no, that was good. The fact that you're
I-
silent says a lot.
I said what I had to say.
Yeah.
And I just like wanted no part. I was done.
Yeah, that's good. I respect the way you handled it.
Look at you now.
Yeah.
You're
Isn't
fucking
it so
thriving.
great
She just
to
has
be-
a way to bring it. And look what you ended up with. Isn't that something?
Hey, baby, look what you got, baby.
Look what you got.
Baby, thrive.
Thriving.
Yeah. Oh man.
Wow, Heath, I'm proud that you said that.
Thanks.
Makes me feel good. She's
Do you feel
prettier
like-
than me.
But isn't it crazy how much like time like takes from it being that angry about it, and then how like
It's great. Time heals all.
Yeah.
And it's, in the moment, you think you're never gonna get.
You
over
think
it.
life is over.
Yeah, it's crazy how that, like how you just think that it will never get better.
Yeah.
Like it's only gonna go downhill from there when something.
I mean,
like
it
that
keeps
happens.
going downhill, but gotcha, bitch.
Can I tell you something that I learned from TikTok? It's very
Please
fucking
do.
really
I
really
love these
crazy.
things.
I saw this video of it was a guy explaining, he like showed a black screen and he would pop out like the numbers 1, 2, and 3. You see it for a second, you guys can pretty much guess where 1, 2, and 3 was, right? Like that's pretty easy. Like, if you looked really
What
quick,
do you
it'd
mean?
be pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then what if he popped out 9 numbers really quickly? Would you be able to sort
Like,
out where
remem-
each number was?
Oh.
Like a
No,
photographic
that'd be
memory?
really hard to like guess where
It'd be
each number
difficult.
was.
No,
And you gotta
where
do it
on it?
Yeah, you got to do it
Yes.
in order. Press it in order on the
Oh,
black
it's
screen.
only one at a time.
One at a time.
Okay.
So black screen, numbers pop up from 1 to 10 and it would disappear. And you have to click 1, 2,
that would be
3.
hard.
It'd be really hard.
Yeah.
They showed a video of monkeys,
Chimpanzees.
showing them. They would show the numbers 1 through 9,
Shut
1 through
up.
10, and they were
did
able
it?
to memorize the numbers, and they'd go beep 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 beep. They get all the numbers from 1 through 10.
Damn.
How do they know what to look for? How did that
I
monkey-
think that their mind is because they live in active nature, in survival of the fittest. They have to be so aware of their surroundings
they know
all of the
numbers?
time.
Yeah, but it's like knowing numbers in the end of the
No,
day.
it's patterns. They don't know. Wait, do they? They don't do it perfectly
they
1
went
through
in
10.
order.
Yes.
Well, then they start off small. They
I'm
learn the
looking this
pattern.
shit
They
up.
learn
That's
that code, and then it
crazy.
gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
All right, well-
They're doing the pattern.
I mean,
They're
it must not
do-
have been survival of the fittest if they didn't turn into us, bitch.
Well, I think they are capable.
must not have been that
brains,
smart.
Their brains are stronger. Birds can fly. Can you? No, you can't.
Different animal.
Exactly, but I'm just saying,
You ever
different
see how
animals
smart a
have
crow
different
is?
capabilities. I'm not
How have we not seen that video already? That's
because
fucking
they've hid
ins-
it from us. The chimpanzees
Planet
are
of the
smart.
Apes, baby. That shit ain't a movie. That's real life.
They're smart, and they're also being rewarded every time by like getting a.
You
peanut.
you can reward me whatever, and I would not fucking get that.
I think if you were starving, you didn't get any food until you fucking were able to solve that puzzle.
It doesn't change my brain though. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, it's.
I know, because our brains are wired to focus on information differently. They're just seeing a pattern and they're getting rewarded. Like,
It's not like it's going bing, 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 bing. It's all at the same time, and they have to
then
figure
they
out the
count.
number that they have to. It's
I think
like,
if you did it day in and day out and practice doing that shit, you'd probably.
So you think they skipped like 3 years of training, and then they were just
Absolutely.
like, "Oh my god, look what these chimpanzees can do!" And it's
yeah,
like,
there's
yeah.
definitely some editing going
Damn
involved.
it.
Yeah.
They had to learn it, but it's pretty freaky.
it's not. It's fun to kind of believe that. You know?
yeah.
It's pretty cool.
that it's like happening.
Or was it
like
just
that.
They are
one
smart,
monkey
though.
or
You can't
all
deny that.
monkeys?
Right. I mean, I'm sure there's a human that could do that shit. No
That's
problem.
true. That's true.
We got
There
one
is.
good smart monkey.
Why don't we have these monkeys fucking working? You know, if they're that smart, they could be doing.
That
crazy
doesn't
shit.
mean he can
Did
like
you
add
s-
and subtract and divide.
We
Did
don't
you
know
see
that.
Did you see the video of the? It was kind of a big monkey. I don't know if it was
A gorilla?
It might have been a chimpanzee.
Orangutan.
No, not that big. I think it was a chimpanzee. It was dressed up in people's clothes, like pants, t-shirt, fucking
They were able to go in
baseball
the store
cap.
and order.
Like
Literally.
walked, and it was a security footage in an apartment.
Oh,
And he opens the front door, grabs the pizza, gives them the money, and then and then walks back in
Picks
and
up the
shuts the
pizza
door.
from the
yeah.
front
Like
door.
he was like a baboon looking
Yeah,
like animal,
so
standing
funny.
completely
The pizza
upright.
guy
Could you
was like-
imagine being a pizza dude delivering a pizza
And the
a
monkey
monkey?
answers the door.
Why are
greets
we
you at the
giving
door?
these animals the time of the day?
What do you mean?
I don't think
Oh,
he
we
was the right
need
friend.
to. He paid the police. He paid the pizza delivery guy.
Look,
Give him the time of day,
look,
please.
These monkeys
Give him
are
more
either in the
attention.
wild or they're like locked up like this, like being like experimented on. Baby, show them the way. Show them how to work.
Could you imagine?
Get
Wait,
them
I don't
some-
think that was the right phrase.
Wait, so
I don't
you
think-
think
Zane,
monkeys should
Zane,
start working
Zane,
for us?
Zane, not giving people the time of day is giving them no attention.
No, I said we got to give them the time of day. That's what I said.
Why is nobody?
Wait, imagine.
Why are we
imagine,
giving? I think you meant okay. So
imagine getting into
Sorry,
an,
I just took my Adderall today. I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, how's that going?
imagine getting into an Uber. You like shut it behind you. You look up and it's a fucking monkey looking back at you. Looks like
Yeah, let them fucking do human shit.
There's a guy on TikTok that posted he got into an Uber and nobody was driving it. It was like one of those Teslas, and he was like, "Nobody's driving my Uber right now."
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't like that shit.
I know. I
You
would
can
not-
afford a
I would
Tesla
walk
and you're
right back
Ubering?
out.
no, I feel like that guy just started his Tesla,
That's
got
what
in the
I
back
think,
seat.
too. I didn't
was
wanna
like,
say that.
nobody's
I wanted it to be
driving.
fun, I know.
Sorry, I'm like such a cynic to like.
Like, obviously,
I
because
did
say
people
that.
that
Videos.
believe all of that
I'm a cynic too, as I'm like saying we should have monkeys do jobs.
do jobs.
Should monkeys get
Yeah, I
paid
think
equally?
Yeah, I don't get that. Like people whose dogs work.
Like nobody's horses are pulling up carriages and stuff. They're not getting paid.
I wish they had like a concept of money. I wish.
Think about like animal actors who are just working
Yeah.
all the time, and the owner just makes all the money.
These dogs are in more movies than us. They're getting paid more.
Airbud.
That motherfucker's
see a
worth
fucking dime.
worth millions. And where is he now?
Oh, someone made money off Airbud.
I'm saying somebody made money off
Off
of him.
of him at Airbud. He got a lot of cool toys.
I don't think those dogs are treated well at all.
I don't think so. But I fucked with Airbud.
Did they make a live version? Not a live version.
Airbud on ice.
Airbud the musical.
But Airbud, was he actually playing in the damn games? Like, aren't the parents like, what the hell? There's a dog on
How
the
is that
field.
okay?
The PTA meeting must have been spicy.
All right, well, I think that's all we got for now, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I can't wait till next time. I love doing this.
It's so fun.
We've recorded for this is our longest
are
episode
much
yet.
better now.
Right?
You say that every episode.
Well, no, I think that this is the longest episode we've filmed, just the four of us.
I bet some people have tuned into your podcast that may have didn't watch all the old episodes, and they don't realize that there's a ton of episodes of us
Oh yeah.
talking. If you like what you see, there's tons of episodes out there and highlights as well
Exactly.
of all the goodies and bits of every time we've riffed and
We
laughed.
cut
and-
down all the bullshit. We grabbed all the good shit, the good stories, the funny moments, and we're throwing them on our Unfiltered Highlights channel. It's youtube.com/unfiltered highlights.
And we will leave a link in the description below if you want to click that right
And
now.
we're going to be posting a lot of content on there from all like past episodes. If you guys don't feel like going back and watching the full episode, you get the best moments and the funniest moments all on this channel.
And guys, as always, you can check out our coffee, cremota.com. We've got Tahitian vanilla, cinnamon French toast, house blend, and yeah, it's the best coffee in the world.
Right now, we just have the house blend. We're so sorry. Again, we're waiting to be restocked. It takes a long time.
We can only make so many beans at once.
Exactly. So, but
It's gonna be better than smack my ass sandwiches.
Yes, exactly. Also, I'm gonna shout it out. I just started a golf YouTube channel. I'm super excited about it. And this is something that I'm so passionate about, and I'm so excited to share with you guys. It's no bullshit golfing where it's super serious like a lot of the other people. It's fun. We're just fucked up all the time, smacking shit.
he loves golfing. That's all he wants to do. Outside of the work he does, literally all he wants to focus on is golf.
Yeah.
So he made a channel for us. So make sure to go. We're gonna all be on the channel here and
Yes.
there. They're gonna have guests every week.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Mostly drinking and just kind of just partying.
If you see me on their channel, it's not gonna be me golfing. It's gonna be me probably drinking,
Which is fine.
You
Yeah,
don't know.
so-
You'll learn.
Yeah, because I don't know how to golf. These guys have to teach me how to golf before. They have to give me training sessions before we like make these videos.
I got you, baby.
Please get me.
And as always, you can listen to the audio of the podcast every single Monday, and then the video comes out every single Tuesday. YouTube.com/Zane and Heath.
Thank you so much. We love you, and you have a good rest of the week. Have a good Monday.
Have a good you, baby. And if you got a gut feeling, baby, cut a bitch out.
Exactly. Period.
Period.
All right, love you
right.
guys. Bye bye.
Mwah.
Show up to the local bar.
Bye.